Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be your Libra's reading. I messed up the cusp, so we have a Libra and Taurus separate. I feel like those energies are standing strong on their own and don't need to be interpreted with, because I feel like once you meet a Libra, you meet a Libra. You meet a Libra. Once you meet a Libra, you meet a Libra, okay? Because they really are their ways. They really become, I feel like they act as a fixed, although they can have a persistence and change, okay, but they act like a fix. So let's talk about them. I'm going to focus on the masculine side, which will be the left scale of the duality that they are facing, since we're speaking in those. Okay, so I'm going to roll you guys so we can get the masculine and feminine. We got 6 and 1. Okay, so we're going to get 6 on the masculine. We get the Hierophant, King of Wands, Queen of Cups, 2 of Swords, and the Judgment, as well as the Star card, Healing. Okay, because it is an air sign, it does think with a lot of swiftness, as well as intuitive balance. I feel like this is a card that can gain a lot of intuition based off, I feel like they put it in a scale of the second tier, so because they see the end, so I would put Gemini on the end, and then Aquarius on the front, so they're like the one who gets the most incoming data. That's why they're able to see long term farther, and then when they're able to bounce back ideas with the Gemini, that pairing, they're able to see kind of like how the switch makes a decision, you know what I mean, how split they can make a decision, how slow they can make a decision based off the balance of a Libra. Okay, so yes, I feel like for a Libra, you're able to see the long term of Aquarius, because we have the Star card, Healing, here. You're able to see the long term now once you gain the development. I feel like once a Libra is developed, they're able to kind of cooperate and function well and highly with an Aquarius at that point, And then we have, the Judgment coming in, which is also it's a dominant card as well, but it's a major arcana. So that paired with that is being able to see, the duality there is with, I'm just thinking about I'm just really kind of comparing you all. I want you all to see yourself in this perspective or manner rather than attached to anyone else, because you guys are technically the partnership card. I see automatic 2 and decision with that 2 of Swords over there on the masculine side as well. The Hierophant, learning your foundations, your traditions, as well as what's really your standards based off how even like you see the King of Wands, he comes in reverse. That's also asking the question of what is your masculine dominance that you have in the bedroom, and because that's the intuitive state that she goes to and asks herself that sensually, how would your masculine like to be talked to? How would your masculine like to be treated? Oh wow, thank you. How would your masculine like to be treated? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go to the feminine and how she responds. Ooh, 9 of Cups. That come out in reverse, but it's not we don't look at it negative. And we're also going to flip what the masculine's leading energy is that self-betrayal, as well as that force and standing ground. So the Knight of Pentacles, she is leading herself slowly, she's leading herself methodically, but also action oriented and a step way. I feel like even having this conversation about how you use both your air mates. Okay, because I definitely want to announce, just pause, quick disclaimer for me, I'm using elements now to communicate how, communicate conversations with you all. Okay, you guys are going to start grouping yourself together and get the most information from your partners, because this is important, being in that element, master that, and that's how you become the strongest air sign for yourself. How do you become a leader for other air signs around you? So I'm just thinking of a leadership form. But yes, it's 9 of Cups again. That singularity, who am I singularity to you? How will you heal me? How will you bring balance to my mind? Because this is also, a single person has to think for themselves. A single person always has to wholeheartedly think for themselves. And when you're not able to think for yourself, or because like again, we're stating what element you're in, you can't feel this love. You can't feel all your cups. Okay. So we're going to see what the middle part is. I feel like writing now real quick. So you got 6 for your mask and 1 for your femme. And then in the center, conversation is going to be, of course, I would like to know the backstory. So I do look at my shuffles this way. But that keeps it from you. But you also may have permission to see it when they fall, you know? It's like, what do you catch? Okay, heart-to-heart conversations. Yes! Let them be soft. Let them be touch-friendly. Let them be sensual. Allow them to be persuasive. You guys want to we can get some quick info on this. Knight of Pentacles. How do you feel about it? Like, what are your back thoughts of Knight of Pentacles before you even see it? What does it take you at? What does it remind you of? Harvest, dedication, and routine. Slow and steady wins the race. A believer is tried and true methods. When you were in long-term relationships, what did you feel? Relied upon? Ooh. When you were in long-term relationships, what did you have? Patience. You know? The beginning of a relationship is always fun. You know? It's like, oh! But you immediately have to start that routine where you are asking for that stability up front. Like, yo. And you know what an unstable person feels like. You know? That's why that Two of Swords there. You know what instability feels like. You know what not being happy single feels like. You know what being single feels like. Okay? You know what it feels like. Don't be afraid of it. But you also know what partnership feels like, you know, and the one that you desire, the one you manifest, which it does require every day. It requires that tick, 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 tick. Again, that Seven of Swords being, you know, I just feel like it's that back conversation you're having with yourself. Keep an open mind, okay? Okay, I'll see you guys soon, okay? Fair. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I do have an audio description, tip 3 and above, and you will have access to it, okay? I'll see you soon.